What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. Code Geass, Season 1, Episode 22. Not much to recap much from last episode because it was more kind of like a slice of life and kind of running around, hiding, and all this kind of stuff. But the biggest thing to recap was Princess Euphemia's kind of declaration that she's making this kind of united zone of Japanese and Britannians can live and no one will be judged, and there won't be anybody that's viewed as higher or lower. Everyone will just be equal class citizen. Basically giving Japanese kind of their own space, territory, land, which, as we found out, I think episode 20 is Lelouch's goal, and the Black Knight's goal was to make an independent Japan, have their own country, their own nation. Now, with Euphemia making that, pretty much beating him to the punch, it's not as a big of a territory that he was kind of hoping to have, but it's a start and a step in the right direction, and that just kind of fucks up everything, really, because that's kind of what he had the Black Knights like envisioning and fighting for. Now, I don't think all of them are just going to abandon and jump ship, but some of them might think, well, the Black Knights is a little too reckless, and I'm risking my life when there already is an independent Japan area. Why don't I just like live there and stop this like crazy resistance movement that I'm doing? Just go live in this kind of like all for one Japanese zone, and I won't be looked down upon or subjected to any kind of like Britannian rule or anything like that. I just have a feeling Euphemia's gonna end up dying from this, whether it's by the Britannians who don't agree with what she did, whether it's by Lelouch, who feels like she kind of trumped his idea. I just have it's just gonna have a spiral effect, and we'll kind of see what happens. So let's just go ahead and do it. We're right at the title screen like we always do. A couple of you told me not to read the title, so I'm not going to. We're just at the title screen. Episode 22. Pressing play right now. We're not reading the title. Supposedly it's spoilerish, but here we go. And yes, I did watch the 30 seconds we had beforehand, when it looks like other Britannian higher-ups were kind of disagreeing with her, thinking why would she do that, or did it come from Cornelia as well, or... I'm interested to see what comes from this. And who's this chick that sits behind the curtain watching them talk? Is she in a closet? Is she overlooking them? Like, what's happening? That's what I'm saying. He's losing people inside of his own ranks. Exactly what I just said. There's no risk. Just go live there as a Japanese and be fine. But it is just kind of given to them at a pity, and then but like Euphemia doesn't look at it as like, let me just give them their own space, and we can monitor them. We can keep an eye on them. Yes, they'll have their own territory, but we'll know where they are. We'll know what they're doing. She didn't look at it like that, but I could see the other ones, other Britannians, thinking it like, oh, this would be something we can hop on board with. Yep. What do they do? I could see the Britannians hopping on it like, oh yes, this is a good idea. Get all the Japanese in one spot. If they ever act up, We can instant kill them. We know where they're all at. We can just keep an eye on them, keep tabs. Crazy. Crazy. Oh, fuck. Oh, there he goes. Oh god, he almost hit him with that shit. Who's that? Shirley? C2? She's... But it's interesting that past memories can override what her Geass command was. This wasn't the command to forget everything you know about Zero, but you can still tell her information that will make her... She still doesn't remember what she knew, but she's kind of believing it? And Sayako over here, we didn't talk about what happened at the end of the episode with her ass. Is she working as a Britannian, keeping tabs on these two? Like, what's going on with her? Totally forgot about that at the end of last episode. She's reporting to somebody. Whatever the hell that's about. Full with 11. That's the Chinese Federation. What the fuck is this shit? It looks like he's in another realm every time they show us the Emperor. Like he's in some like Geass realm or something, like up in the mountains floating on clouds and shit. What the fuck is that? It is Zero. Oh god, Euphemia, stop it. Oh god. Is he gonna Geass her? Is he gonna Geass her ass? Oh god, what's gonna... He that's a way to not have to end up killing her. Give her the command to maybe take it back. I don't know, it's been proved. It's too much in motion. Shut up, Shizaku. God. Got the Black Knights in waiting? Yeah. Here we go. He wants her to kill herself. Oh god. I don't think she comes out. She doesn't come out of that room either alive or without a Geass on her. What the fuck just happened to him? C2's in there. No? What the f... Because he what? Oh god, here we go with the bullshit. He's gonna command her to shoot him. Agreed. Is he gonna command her to do it? He... What the fuck is happening? Oh god, he touched her again. What the fuck is happening? Here we go with these flashbacks again. What the fuck is actually happening? What is the point that he reached? So she gave up her royalty. She gave up her royalty. That easy. I want to know what that was. Why was Suzaku able to see her? What was that light that looked like it was forming in the image of C2 outside? What is the point he's talking about that he reached? And what happens every time he touches her? What is it that she does that makes other people kind of freak out? No, he was gonna hit you with the juice. Wait, so is he really just like giving up the Black Knight's vision and gonna go out there and say, hey, what the fuck? What is happening? S Somebody activated his Geass and gave her that command. He has to kill her. He has to put her down. Oh my god, and he just reached an agreement with the Chinese Federation. Who the fuck is this dude? I forgot about this guy. Is this another C2 that they captured, or what is this shit? Shit is about to hit the fan. Yo, you're faster than her. Her ass is in a dress and he... She's actually saying this out loud. Oh... Who'd she shoot? If she even shot one Japanese, it's fucking over. And she did. There's no repairing this. Are they actually doing it? Look. Well, this is a way for the Black Knights to come back on top, but Jesus. Don't shoot her in the head. Okay. The fact that they followed the command. Jesus. Oh my god, they're actually... The entire world is seeing the Britannians. And they're spreading it across the internet. What did he give him? What was the command he gave him? Did it by itself. What the fuck was the Emperor laughing about? Is he talking about Cornelia or Euphemia is really his child? Is he saying he knows that Zero is... I don't know. I don't know. The souvenir. Who the hell is she? Y'all gotta get the fuck. The fact that they're still following the command is what's blowing my mind. That wasn't what he wanted, and it happened anyway. Yeah, blow their fucking asses away. Here we fucking go. His hand got forced. Damn. That's really how it goes down. Um, so that's what I was thinking was gonna happen. Um, that would kind of be like the Britannians' kind of trump card if things got out of hand or the Japanese started living like too good, or maybe they're thinking, hey, they gave us this area, but like, why do we have to be confined to this area? Let's like ask for more space or take more space. But if that ever happened, or they ever uprised or felt like they were maybe still being subjugated, the Britannians knew where they were. They had them in a small area, and if any point they needed to wipe through this new city or zone, they could just kill them and take them out. I guess kind of the main questions I had, let me try to scroll through here, is the formation of the light or whatever it was that Suzaku was seeing right around here. We'll watch it again. What link that him and C2 have? What was this light for? Okay, so he sees the Geass symbol. And then we get this flashback here. And this light formation starts forming. I don't know what this right here. I don't know what that is that he's seeing. What's come to the light? Or this. Yeah, I don't know what that is there. Is that C2 forming? But like she's inside, so like I don't know how she would be projecting something like that. And then she makes the mark like, hey, she makes a remark like he can't be, but she didn't finish her statement. So when she comes out here and she kind of like falls to one knee, her eyes get activated again. Is it because he? And then she stops. She goes out there, and we get kind of this crazy flashback again. She starts touching people. We get all this craziness. And Lelouch makes the statement, oh man, I'm ending up like Mao. I can't control my Geass. Good thing with him is, though, his is kind of a little bit easier to still control, unlike Mao's. He can have glasses on. He can keep that eye closed. Unlike Mao's, where like he can't shut it off. But it looks like he didn't have it activated. What was even the remark that he said? Because why would he even utter something about killing the Japanese? What is it that he said? He said if I really ordered someone to, they couldn't resist it. We're like, yeah, okay. Any order at all. Wow, that's what he said. He's like, I can give you any order, whether it's to pardon Suzaku, blank, blank, blank. And then he's like, for example, if I told you to kill all the Japanese, and his Geass was activated and he didn't know it was activated. But then what was it? She was like in like some kind of like semi-resistant force that she had going on there for a minute. She was like shaking it off when she kind of had like the red halo eyes. Here. She was like, please, no, I don't want to. Don't make me. Like she got the command, but she was also trying to not follow it. But then it like really like ramped up and she wasn't able to like resist it. What blows my mind was like she had a Cornelia's advisor there, like there were other knights there as well. And the fact that they obeyed the command like so highly. I mean, I guess she is royalty and one of the princesses, and I guess if she gives a, I just can't believe they followed through with it. I thought it'd be something crazy like she's like cut the cameras, like he was trying to get the cameras to be cut, like disregard that command and nothing would happen. She would shoot one and then maybe someone would have to take her out. I'm blown away that the fact that they actually followed the command, that's what actually blows my mind. What this kind of Black Adam shit we got going on here, this Guardians of the Galaxy 3 dude that they have here, that I was asking about at the end of last episode. I don't know if this is something like they had C2. Remember they had her kind of in that pod. I don't know if this is another one of those. Someone else that has Geass ability or can grant Geass, if it's someone special, if that's an artificial human that they're building. I have no idea what that is. We'll kind of see how that plays in. And then I think and then the fact that they were just out there just as soon as she shot, and it was just actually crazy. And then the Geass was just activated and he wasn't able to turn it off. I don't know what the command was that he gave Cornelia's kind of like advisor or right-hand man here. I have no idea what the command was. I don't know if he wants to meet with her, maybe expose his identity. But you saw how kind of heartbroken he had planned to use Euphemia, but maybe in his original plan it didn't involve her having to die or maybe ruining her reputation or having to be killed. I mean, it would kind of ruin her reputation, her like actively shooting Zero. The Japanese are going to hate her, XYZ, but now the image of her is just going to be... And then you've got these dudes over here blasting it on the net, like just letting everybody know. But here's the thing, like, those are maybe not all the Japanese, because other Japanese are out there in like Kyoto or wherever. This isn't all of the Japanese population inside the stadium and right outside, correct? There's other Japanese living out and about, or is that like the majority? Because like the girl was saying, what's the point of us being the only ones left alive if we're the only ones left? There won't be any Japanese. They're over here blasting it on the net, so everybody's seeing this. The Chinese Federation, the India, the EU that they had, everyone's seeing it. And then this dude here, he makes the comment, he did it, he really did it. He really is my child, is what he said. What did he mean by that? Is he referring to Lelouch? Like, does he have some kind of Geass connection that he knows what's going on and who has what, and he's researched it so much that, like, he knew that Zero was Lelouch the whole time and he wasn't able to control it? Or maybe he knew Lelouch had this ability, he knew he was Zero, he knew it had to be some kind of mind control ability, and that he finally gave a command like that. I don't even know the word, a command that ruthless, that extreme, and that he's just like laughing in joy. Because remember, you guys have been telling me the succession isn't in order. It's like who comes out strongest and on top, and maybe he's taking pride in that. I don't know who he would be referring to. The only other he we've seen that he would be talking about would be Schneisel. Maybe he thinks Schneisel gave that. Maybe he thinks this has been Schneisel's master plan that he trickled down through Cornelia, through Euphemia. I'm not quite sure. And was there anything else besides that? Just pretty much him giving the command like, hey, Black Knights. And then this group here, I don't know who they are, these four, who the girl is. So she's I thought she was something that had to do with another Geass power or some kind of power, but she looks like she's just kind of a Japanese princess. Or maybe one of the last kind of royal families, Japanese lineage. And whoever the four guys that are with her. And the Black Knights are really going out there in the streets, killing the remaining Japanese. And then we see kind of at the end of the episode, Lelouch kind of really beaten up because he says Euphemia has become our enemy. The zone is a trap. He's fucking Rakshata and our fucking drama alert dude are sharing a look. And Suzaku's trying to find and save her. Lelouch is trying to find and kill her. Wild. It started off kind of slow there because I didn't know how this was going to play. I mean, this is pure chaos. What's going to happen at the end of it, I have no idea. But kind of the alternative that I wanted to see was, what was his play there before he accidentally gave the command? He was he's making it seem like the Black Knights were going to work with her. Like this is our goal. This isn't maybe this is the goal that I wanted, but it's not how I wanted to get there. But you know what? For Nunnally, you're renouncing your lordship, your royalty. I'm gonna work with you. The Black Knights are gonna work with you. We're gonna do this. Like, is that his plan before this all happened? I wanted to see what his play was gonna be, because the fact that he could just kind of like accepted it and was like, all right, you know what? You did this for us and Nunnally, so we could be together. I'll do this. I'll play ball. I guess we'll never know what his play was there. But wild, actual wild episode. That ending was probably the wildest ending that we've had. Just from the whole, like, I don't know what the Suzaku C2 connection is, what they're linked, or what's happening. Every time she's touched, people start freaking out. I don't know if that's something she's doing or something that just happens. We have the guy that's in the tank. I don't know if it's an artificial human being built, if it's another C2 person with abilities or that can give abilities. What is it that triggered Lelouch's Geass to get to the point that he's there now, like she said, that he can't control? Too many uses. It just happens when it happens. Luckily for him, it's not as bad as Mao's, because like he can close his eyes, he can have shades on, as long as he doesn't make eye contact. So it's not the worst thing. He just has to be careful with it. What C2 meant by Suzaku, like, oh, he must be, or blank blank, why is he able to? Oh, that it can't be. What does that mean? I don't know. The Emperor, who is he referring to when he said he really did it? He's really my son, or my heir, or whatever. Was he referring to Lelouch? Does he know something that we don't know? Is he referring to Schneisel? It has to be one of those two. Those are only two players that we've seen on screen. And again, he's up in some like Cloud Kingdom. Looks like he's like he's not even in the world. And I guess that was about it. Everything else just kind of happened as it happened. And you know what's fucked up is like Euphemia has to die. Like, I mean, but the thing is, like, she doesn't even have to die, because it's not like she's doing anything that's like fucking up the Britannian forces. Like, they don't give a fluff if all the Japanese are killed or if they're alive. If they successfully wipe out all the Japanese and the Black Knights have to retreat and run away, like, it's not like she has to go back to the Britannians with her head held low, or she's going to be shunned. Like, they're following her orders. She might be praised or moved up or whatever it may be. Cornelia and Schneisel might think she's crazy, and others might think she's wild, but I mean, they followed her orders. Some of it might agree with her, like, damn, you were able to pull off a plan that we've been trying to do forever. Get all the Japanese in one area, then take them out. We just never had the balls to do it, or didn't think it could be done. So she's not going to be killed by her own. I mean, maybe Suzaku or something like that, but because her command, that isn't going to go away until all the Japanese are killed. She's out there gun in hand. And they just kill Japanese by the thousands. That's wild. But yeah, crazy episode. Let me know what you guys think. Patreon, you guys should be seeing this on October 1st. YouTube, I'm not sure when you guys will see this, but I'll have a lot of the questions that I'm asking answered. And I'll be well into season 2 by the time this gets up on YouTube. So I'm sure a lot of the things I'm asking now I'll have been answered by the time you guys see this on YouTube. Feel free to leave comments or extra information that maybe I left out or didn't come across. And we'll go from there. So like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,